My name is Dora Owusu. I am originally from Ghana, but I reside in New York. I decided to write children's books to teach young Black kids, or just all kids in general, about the history of Africa. Growing up, I didn't have books that represented me as a Black girl in a positive light. So now that I'm an adult, and I have the opportunity to represent Africa in a positive way, I thought the best way to do it would be through storytelling because this is a legacy I will leave here for a long time. My kids will have it, and the generation after me will have it. So that is the reason why I decided to go into storytelling. I feel my books inspire literacy because if they look at the cover, they will see themselves reflected. So right away, just looking at that cover, because like I said, growing up, I didn't have books like that. So once you open it, it will keep you engaged because you're reflected, and it's talking about a history that you come from as a Black person. And it will also be engaging to other children from different ethnic groups because they get to learn about Africa. Usually what they see on Africa isn't always negative. So to share my stories and to shed light on Africa in a positive way is very important to me. So the Kente book I wrote because I wanted to tell the story about how Kente cloth became the significant cloth that it is today. I know that a lot of Black people see the Kente cloth. We wear it during graduations, or we see African people wearing it during important ceremonies. So I wanted to educate people about the history, the story behind the King's Club. And I mean, when you get my book, you can find out what the history is all about. But there is a significant history behind Kente, and every color in that Kente cloth has a special meaning. So a lot of times we put it on and we don't know that there's so much history. Even the designs all has a special meaning. One of the designs kind of goes like this, it's like zigzag, and that means that life doesn't always go straight. Like things will happen. So there's so much beauty. There's a story behind the cloth. Every single cloth that is made. There's a place in Ghana where it's made called Bonre. So there's just a very interesting story behind it. And then my second book is called The Majestic African Hair Show. And I wrote that book to teach children about different Black hairstyles and where it comes from. A lot of the styles that we see today, we just think it's styles that we created. No, but that also has a history. Box braids has a history. Bantu knots. So these hairstyles that you see are not just hairstyles. They all tell a story, and they all take us back to our roots. So the story is also about how in ancient African civilizations, hairstyles were used as a form of communication. So simply by looking at someone's hairstyle, you could tell what tribe they were from and what ethnic group they were from. In Ghana, queen mothers wear a short hairstyle. It's dark. They they dye it really, really dark, and it's black and it's short. As soon as you see someone with that hairstyle, that just communicates that she has a royal status, position status. So our hairstyles communicate messages, and I just thought that would be such an interesting thing to write about. So that's what my second book is about.
Hey guys, come with me to a school author visit. When I arrived at the school, I was escorted by Miss Evelyn to the gym. She is just so lovely. I waved hello to all the kids as I entered. They were so cute. I taught the kids the meaning of ago and ame, which are two tree words from Ghana. Ame is a response to ago. It means you have my attention.
Say really loudly, I mean, okay? So we're gonna practice.
The kids got to try on the kente cloth. They looked wonderful, guys. One of them even asked if she could keep it on. I read my book. I'm wrapped in pride with my kente.
The Majestic African Hair Show, educators could teach children about our hairstyles for that specific book so that they when I was younger, I got asked a lot of questions about the hairstyles that I wore. If they read this book, they could educate children on different Black hairstyles and why it's important to us, why we always change our hair, and how each of our hairstyles tell a story. So I think that's how educators could use that specific book, the hair book, to teach children about Black hair history. And for the kente cloth story, learning about fabrics and how that also tells a story and how and why that's important.